You cannot be promoted unless you know your boss's job and you know your replacement's name. Hi, Mac McKinney here with a job tip. If your boss quit or died or left the job in some other fashion tomorrow, who would replace them? You can bet your boss's boss worries about that a lot. It's called continuity or succession planning. But what's that to you? I mean, you're not slated to move up to a senior position anytime soon, right? Don't be too sure. I was a junior manager at a major defense firm years ago, and a mid-level manager in another organization died. They didn't pick any of the 10 people in his organization to replace him. Instead, my boss, who we'll call Jim, because that was his name, and his boss, we'll call him Will, called the two of us in to ask me to consider taking that job. Quite a step up, and in an area that I had no background in hardly at all. I said I'd be happy to think about that, but I was already doing some pretty good work in other areas, and I didn't want to walk away from those projects. So my boss and I left. We're walking down the hallway, and Jim said, "So what changes are you going to make in that organization?" And I said, "Well, Jim, I'm not even sure I'm going to take that job." And he stopped in the hallway, and of course I had to stop to talk with him. And he said, I think you're in a different meeting than I was just now, because 3 minutes ago, you now own this job." And as I found out later in the day, he was right. So often, though, you'll move up in a more traditional fashion. You'll replace your boss or someone at about that level. So you need to be ready. So how can you do that? You can do 4 things here, maybe 5. Help the boss with anything that pops up that's outside his area of expertise and he needs a little help with. Maybe he's got too much on his plate. And when you do that, you keep that help to the boss. You keep it confidential. You don't brag about that with your peers. If the boss and his or her peers discuss the larger organization's posture or their reputation or anything like that, listen, because they're talking about something that means something that's important to people of that pay grade. You need to be humble, but you need to be ready. If you're asked, are you ready for more responsibility? The answer is yes. And then fake it till you make it, like they say in Hollywood. If you do find you're in over your head, maybe you slept through classes in financial finances and marketing and maybe ops and engineering, maybe dozed through some of those. Get help early on those issues that bother you. Most people are glad to help genuine, open, honest people who are in a little bit over their head. Lastly, do not become irreplaceable. If you can't be replaced, you can't be promoted. The time to start training a few candidates to replace yourself is yesterday. Hope this is useful.